Hello. I'm going to take a minute to go over some functionality added in Vicinity version 4.51, which is our June 2025 release. Specifically, this one really kind of helps expand some functionality we added a couple of years ago related to blocking components. So a few years ago, we added the ability for a component, an individual component, to be blocked from being used. It could be blocked from being used in a formula, or for that matter, in a batch ticket or posting. And just to review that for a second, we'll right there we go. Pull up an item here, and in this case, down in the main section, we've got these blocks, and what this is doing is saying I can control the functionality of this specific item, DCRM02. In this case, what we're saying is it can be virtually anywhere, but I just can't post it. This is good when you're obsoleting a raw material or a packaging, or for that matter, a finished good. I can also control whether it's on a batch ticket at all. In other words, it could be on the batch ticket, but I can't post it, would be an example. Or whether it could be on a formula or not. So it just gives you more granularity. Now, that was done a few years ago. That's been there for a long time. What we added, however, was these filters, these lookup restrictions. So one of the challenges with doing this is that if it's blocked for posting, for example, or maybe say blocked for product development, you may not want people to see it at all. And so this gives us some control as to whether through this lookup, whether they're actually going to be able to see that item. I'm going to clear this for a second, and we'll show it to you without any restrictions, and I'll show it with a restriction. So we'll just go say new here, and we'll pick up, say, DCRM. That's a good example. And we'll see all the items that meet DCRM, and you're seeing that DCRM02 is one of those products it's showing. Now, if I block it, let's say we'll block it for posting. If I block it, I actually need to bring the item up, DCRM02. If I block the item here for posting, previous to this release, I would still be seeing that item listed here in my list of items. It would actually, I didn't need to go all the way to DCRM as an example. Now you'll see it listed here, still listed here because we haven't excluded it from my lookups. But it is still blocked for posting. So they're two separate things, but they're somewhat related. This actually keeps this block in the main section, keeps the activity from happening. The top part, the ribbon bar, controls whether you can see it in a lookup. So let's take it one step further and say now what I want to do is I want to exclude blocked from posting. So in other words, exclude the items that are blocked from posting. And I'll go ahead and do the same exercise, DCRM, and now you can see that it's not listed here. At the surface, this seems like kind of a simple, trivial thing, but I think once you're working with raw materials or packaging that is being obsoleted or replaced with another, and especially if you've got a timing, a crossover time period where I want to still be able to use it on a batch, but I don't want to put it on a new formula, things like that, it really kind of helps you dial in what your users can see, keeping them from using something that you wouldn't otherwise want them to use. So that was added in 4.51. It's an example of clients coming to us and saying, could you add X? And this is how it got added into the application. Anyway, let us know how we can help you out, and we look forward to talking with you soon. Have a great day.